welcome to Sadhana World Foundation. Today is the 7th episode in the series. As you know, we care about crafting young lives by imparting moral values and strengthening the moral compass in them. We present to you vlogs almost every week on ideas and stories from history and folk tales of the world. In the recent episode, we have talked about discipline. We spoke about what is discipline. We talked about why should somebody be disciplined. As a quick recap, let me tell you that discipline is about developing a habit, making it part of one's life, one's daily routine. And we said that if somebody is disciplined in life, then it helps the person to stay away from the anxieties and uncertainties of reaching the goal. We also spoke about a disciplined person being more positive and confident. We spoke about a disciplined person being able to make continuous development as far as that practice is concerned. So in today's episode, we are going to focus on possibly the most important part, which is about how to cultivate discipline, how to become more disciplined. You know, people around us, you would have heard of many stories, you would have experienced, you would have seen, the young kids would have seen people trying to achieve something, making a start of a daily habit, but not able to continue that. You know, people who are trying to quit smoking, going to the gym regularly, doing some physical activity, reading a book, eating healthy, and so on and so forth. So many habits we keep talking about. And as far as kids are concerned, we talk about going to bed early, getting up from bed early, completing the day's homework, and so on and so forth. But how many of them are able to really follow through this habit, make it part of their daily life, throughout their life? Very few, right? So I have been thinking about it. I looked at various stories, and here is what I felt that the history has taught us, folk tales have taught us. I will present to you 3 ideas in this vlog. First things first, why do people not continue a habit that they start with? I think that they are not able to continue because they committed to that habit little too early. They got attracted towards that habit because they were asked to do so, or somebody forced this habit on them, or the person that they care about or they look up to is following that habit, and hence they thought it will be good that I also follow this habit. Or it could be that my friends are following this, so I would do it. So something which is fashionable or which is a fad, we take it up. We declare that, hey, this is my habit. We do it for a few days, but we don't continue because we are not fully committed to it. Why we are not fully committed? Because we do not exactly know in our head as well as in our heart that what is the correlation between this habit and the ultimate goal that I am trying to achieve. When the linkage is absolutely clear between what I am trying to achieve versus what I am trying to make it as my daily life, then it becomes meaningful to take the effort to adapt that habit into make it a part of my daily life. In our head as well as heart, it needs to be absolutely clear that why I am doing this. If I am trying to make a to-do list or make a plan for the day and trying to follow through that plan, then it must be clear in my head as well as heart that if I make this my habit, X, Y, Z will happen to me over a period of time. Or if I am talking about going for a particular kind of a game or game of sport, or going to the gym, or eating right, or whatever could be the habit that you are trying to impose discipline upon yourself, then you need to know that if this habit I continue for X amount of time, then what's the result that I get? And it should be also clear in our heads that if I don't follow this habit, I don't reach that goal, and what the consequences are. So the lesson here for me is that I can make it a habit only when the linkage between this habit and the ultimate goal is very clear in my head, and I am committed in my heart that I will follow this. A lot of people say that you make a goal, you put it up on your study table or at your desk, you tell everybody that this is the goal that I'm going, and you will feel inspired, you will feel always attracted, you will be reminded of that goal, and that will become the reality. A lot of people advise that way. However, I think, yeah, it could work for some of the people, and it does work. However, I think what is important is that I need to convert that goal into certain milestones, and to reach each of those milestones, I need to ask myself that what should I make part of my life as a daily routine, that I keep doing it and I may be disciplined about it, and then only I'll be able to reach that goal. So this is the first thing about commit after thinking through clearly. Then the second point, life is all about being surrounded with people, being surrounded with incidents and events around us, isn't it? Life is full of distractions. We are surrounded with so much of hindrances, so many events which take place around us. Many of these become obstacles, hindrances to following that routine. Until it has become part of my daily life, then I need to really be that strong-willed to be able to determine, to be able to follow through that routine. Imagine that you are saying that every day at 4:30 in the morning, you will get up from bed, you will go for a run, you will do some meditation, you will do some yoga, or whatever. Let us say this is the routine that you want to stick to. If that's the routine, then on the first day you do it because it is new, you are excited, you are committed to it, you do it. Second day you do it somehow. Third day your body is aching and you are not really physically fit enough. Or maybe the fourth day somebody says, no, it's okay to sleep. You have been doing it for 3 days. Fourth day, you can take a break. Fifth day onwards, you can start. So these are distractions, right? Your body is telling you, no, I cannot wake up. It's okay to sleep for a little longer. I'll get up after 15 minutes. So these are the distractions. These are the negative forces which are taking you away from following that practice. How do you become strong enough? And imagine that if you fall prey to these distractions, these hindrances, you come up with excuses. No, I was not able to get up from bed at all. Or forget about the habit related to physical part of it. Let's think about something mental practice and a day-to-day simple practice which doesn't really call for physical work. Let's take the habit of making a plan for the day and following that plan. You could be a student who wants a particular plan for the day, or you could be an office goer, you could be a businessman, you could be in any profession. You could say that, hey, to be successful, I want to make this as a part of my daily routine. So there will be similarly a lot of hindrances. A sudden phone call will come, or a friend is coming to go for a game of sport, or that there is something else which happens suddenly and you fail to make that plan. You just go with the flow, whatever happens during the day, and you just do it. So ultimately what happens, that the habit that you had set for yourself, that you will take 5 minutes away and make a plan for the day and execute that. We all know that if you are not planning, if you are failing to plan, you're planning to fail, right? People talk about it. So all of us know about all these theories, but when it comes to practice, many of us are not able to put it in practice because so far I have told you two reasons. One, that we are not very clear that why this habit needs to be followed. If I follow this habit, this is what is going to happen. If I don't follow, this is what is going to happen. That consequence is not very clear in our heads and in our heart. The second reason, that I begin something but I do not finish it because I do not have that willpower. I am not strong enough, I am not determined enough. There will be hindrances, there will be obstacles, there will be distractions. But are you able to really focus and commit to your idea in your head and your heart that if I follow this habit, this is what will happen to me, and that one I want it very dear, I want it the most. You remember a couple of episodes ago when we defined what discipline is, we spoke about Abraham Lincoln defining discipline, that discipline is about choosing, is about making a choice between what you want now versus what you want most. Right? So finally, the third thing that we need to do to be able to discipline ourselves, put ourselves on the path of discipline, is making every day little improvement in that habit. If it is about going to gym, or if it is about making that list for the day, or if it is about eating healthy, or anything that you could take as your daily routine, as a habit, then you have to make little improvement every day. Let me take a tough example of a habit where how do you make a daily improvement could become a confusion in people's mind. Let's take eating healthy. How do you make daily improvement about eating healthy? Yeah, one example of how you can make a daily improvement is to daily fall in love with that nutritious food every day, little by little, so that you come to a stage where food means in your head is only one kind of food. That is the food that you want. That is the nutritious food that you want, the healthy food that you want. So believe me, the first day, second day, third day is not going to be easy. There will be forces which will take you away from the habit of eating healthy food. But you have to be strong-willed to overcome those allurements or those attractions which take you away from the habit. But at the same time, you also need to make every day little by little improvement, so that there are people who surround you are able to help you. They are able to recognize, they are able to acknowledge that you are making some improvement. The goal, you are coming closer to that goal. So that is what will motivate you little more. I hope the three ideas that I presented today are interesting. Firstly, commit about careful thinking. Second, it's about the willpower. Third, it's about making every day continually little improvement. So I hope that these three ideas you are able to take it to the young kids around you. I look forward to seeing you in the future conversations. Thank you very much.